Making a video. Who knows? Not much of a video, let's just say. Just a couple things. Fake Sagan left a comment, so I thought I would respond to it just because it's Fake Sagan comment. It's been a long time, all that kind of stuff. But it was just such a kind of an empty thing, and such a useless statement that I just thought I would go through it and pick it to pieces and pwn it, so to speak. So, but there was this other idiot comment. I'm British and love our royal family, so they're okay by me. So what is what do you want me to say? Oh, you're a colossal idiot? Why don't you just tell all your friends, let's have a day once a year where we go out in the street and we burn the money in our wallets for no good reason. We could sing a song, a tribute song to something great from the past. The great oak tree, and we could just burn a bunch of money in tribute to the great oak tree. How about that? And then would somebody rational saying that, observing it through a telescope, what would they say about those people? Retarded. That's what they'd say. Profoundly retarded. So the fact that you like these huge welfare whores being the poster child for your culture just makes you profoundly retarded. You can't think of some better place to hide all your goodies than their palaces. You can't think of a better way to waste money than maintaining palaces for silly people, rich silly people who basically were tyrants for centuries. I mean, why don't you just go out and build a statue to Mengele? You're retarded, muddy witch. So really, I'll never ask what you think about anything because you're profoundly retarded. Go away. Yeah. I don't know. What is there to say? I mean, this planet is retarded. I mean, somebody should be so fucking embarrassed to say something so stupid. Anyway. Alright. TheSmoothTerrorist. So, first, I mean, Fake Sagan apparently has just kind of lost the how to play YouTube. Because he ended up posting his comment twice. Didn't fix it. So I guess I'll fix one of them. There. Fixed. So anyway. So Gary, I know you'll interpret this comment as unkindness or pwnage. Frankly, I don't think it's possible to do that in a comment. I really don't. Comments are trollish. That's the best they can do. They can get up to trollish, but they really can't get up to pwnage. Pwnage. Can't happen, really. My opinion. An unkindness, I don't, you know, I don't see anything unkind in the comment, unless I'm supposed to imply a whole bunch of things, like you're saying I'm sissified or something, which I think is silly. Kick your ass, fucker. Or that I'm somehow been emasculated in some way, yet I'm pretty much have made over the years more pro-penis videos than anyone, I think. I mean, I'm really pro-penis, and even circumcised penis is super cool. The bigger and harder the head, the better. Yeah, so I'm really hard on penis. So it's not exactly emasculation. Well, anyway, he says that in here. So anyway. You know, he's really, you know, the no capitals in the sentences is, you know, it's a little bit lazy. I mean, I understand it, but I usually put those little dots if I'm going to do that kind of lazy crap. I just say, oh, look, this little chain of thought here, blah, 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 little dotty things. But, you know, otherwise it does read a little sloppy, that's all. What can I do about that? Question mark. What can you do with the fact that I'm going to interpret your comment as pwnage, which I'm not going to because I don't think you could do that in the comment. What can you do about it? Don't make a dumb comment. Yeah, I don't know. Try again? Yeah, okay, maybe try again. Ponier. But what small modicum of human compassion exists within demands that I inform you? Okay, so what small modicum of human compassion exists? So in him, apparently he's just got a modicum of this compassion thing left. And I sort of can understand that. I'm pretty contemptuous regarding the fate of human beings, generally speaking, because yes, they're all scum and they've ruined everything and turned everything. They've insulted our dignity and just made the whole point of having brains meaningless, and it's just very disappointing. So I can understand that this lack of compassion thing. But as a principle, yes, you must, don't torture them, just fucking annihilate them quickly, please. Anyway, within demands that I inform you of the following fact. So he has a fact now, so he's going to inform me of something. He's going to edify me with something edifying. Okay, here we go. Women are not attracted. So he's making a statement about women. Now, I don't know if this occurred to other people, or they've noticed, but there really isn't such a thing as women as a category. I mean, I understand there's boobs and vagina, but it really doesn't mean anything. Just like penis doesn't mean much. You see, because there's men who have penises that don't work. They don't do anything interesting. And they're really not the same as the man who does have a penis that does interesting things. And there's all kinds of men, men who want to watch other men beat each other up. There's men who want to rub other men's behinds. There's men who want to fuck things in the ass. I don't know. Weird. There's all kinds of men. There's all kinds of women. And the category is pretty much not very useful. I mean, the category man or the category woman really doesn't do much anymore as a category. Just doesn't say anything meaningful. So, now if you're talking about women like the Betty Boop model of woman, that's a very different model than the woman physicist or something, or woman athlete. Very different than Betty Boop kind of woman. So yes, so anyway, women are not attracted to emasculated feminist white knights. Well, I don't think it's being a white knight, it's just being moderately respectful. Just moderately, just conceding the point. Oh yes, they do have periods and they do have to do that horrible baby making thing, which I wouldn't want to have anything to do with. And that whole PMS thing and all this other crap, and they don't have a penis, for Christ's sakes. They don't even have a chance of getting an erection. Holy shit. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe women find that horribly a turnoff. Ooh, that man's recognized that I have some liabilities. Yes, what a horrible man. Yeah, that turns him right off. So it doesn't matter how butch my western suit is with my gun and my cigarette and whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much I look like Clint Eastwood for the day. Just doesn't matter. I'm a pussy because I recognize that men are a little different than women. Anyway, alright, women are not attracted to emasculated. So again, you're emasculated if you concede a few points about women and the fact that they really have had to overcome this whole horrid cultural evil of basically saying, hey, you're only worth something. You're only worth something. You only have value if you're fuckable. Statements like that are something that girls grow up with, knowing that their real value is going to be dependent on this superficial crap. And men are basically explaining to men that, wait, you can trick women lots of ways. Yes, you can be pretty, that helps. but you can get money, and money makes you pretty. That kind of thing. But whatever. Alright, moving on. They are attracted. Well, again, see, I guess Fake Sagan has the thing that I am somehow desperate to be attractive to women. And frankly, I'm really not. I mean, as funny as that sounds, because it's sort of a problem, the whole being attracted to women thing. Not that I don't mind women fawning on me and such. I like it. It's fun. I mean, there are women who find me attractive and interesting, and I like that. But the trick is, this is the problem, right? I mean, I'd like to just be the rogue guy, you know, and just, oh yeah, just love them and leave them, fuck them, and say goodbye, and see ya. But it just doesn't really work psychologically. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like if you see a movie you really love, you want to see the movie again. I mean, I've watched some movies hundreds of times because they're enjoyable to watch. And if I couldn't watch them again, ever, a really great movie, and I could never see it again, I would find that irritating. So basically, why would I want to be attracted or attractive to a woman who wouldn't want to run my movie again? Or vice versa. Why would I want to watch a movie, play a woman who I didn't want to play again? And that's the trap, right? Because then you're stuck, you know, and then you have to get into this whole relationship thing, and oh dear. I mean, that's just a headache, right? That's like family. You know, family gets cancer, family does this, family gets bitten by the dog, family, and then you just have to, then this becomes your obligation to do something when things go wrong, and it's like, I have enough trouble maintaining me, and I really don't have the energy to go maintain somebody else, and so, you know, it's just not convenient for me. There's, and as a truism, unless the woman, I mean, there's nobody's, you know, technically, you can't find men smarter than me, and it's hard to find women smarter than me, so they're not going to really do me much good. I mean, certainly in specific fields they could have more information, but just as a general knowledge kind of thing, I just don't think they're going to eclipse me in some way and make it so I gain something from them intellectually. It's not likely. So all they're going to be really good for is a few storytelling, and a little jibber jabber and yimmer yammer, and fucking, and it's just really probably not very practical for me. The downside is probably going to outweigh the good side, and you know, I just don't have the lifestyle conducive to role playing and being a servant to somebody else's needs. Just doesn't, homie, don't play that. So, good for them, he says. So this is, like I said, good for them, as if them is one category of woman. So all women are just Betty Boop, and they're just going, I got boobs, and you know, a woman with big ass. You want to fuck my ass? And that's all women. And they are attracted to Eye Patch Man or whatever, because he looks like, well, he survived having his eye pulled out. So yes, he's tough. So he won't be a crybaby, and so when something goes wrong, maybe he'll be able to fix it. Maybe he can tinker with it or something, or bang on it, you know, in an aggressive way, or insult it properly and make it work. Whatever they're thinking. And so that kind of woman, somehow, you know, should be something I wish to be, have the pleasure of having fawning on me. Frankly, if I could make Betty Boop vomit, that would please me, okay? So the Betty Boop style woman, you know, all the, you know, big women and all the, you know, the I like chocolate women and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, if I can make all of them want to vomit, super. I'm winning. And if being a feminist makes them want to vomit, cool. I am winning. So anyway, above all things, Gary, be a man. And a man is what? Watch some sports. Ooh, eat some barbecue. Point guns at my head. Give the amazing atheist some money or I'll shoot my head off. Drink. Take drugs. Be a man. My neighbor once on Christmas Eve, in a drunken state, for his family, yes, went across the street to steal a Christmas tree from the neighbors. Hacked down their pine tree with a machete. And I had to sit there and stitch him up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Eve. Because he was a good family man, of course. Good family man. Yeah. Be a man. No, I say fuck that. Ideology comes second. It's idiotic. They're not in competition, frankly. I don't do philosophy in the bedroom. I really don't. Well, occasionally. A little bit of philosophy afterwards where you go, what the fuck was that all about? Do you know what that was about? Man. Oh, I'm starting to feel it. Oh, I see what it's about again. But whatever. A little bit of philosophy in the bedroom, but very little, technically. I just make noises. You know, I don't do any real conversating. And yes, most of ideally, you know, deaf, mute woman would be pretty cool. But I'm just saying, ideology isn't really in competition with my nature as a physical animal. And of course, I'm capable of articulating and explaining things and saying to a woman, I have a penis. You know, penis wants. And so that's separate from me, personally. Okay? It has an agenda, not necessarily, you know, completely conforming to my ideology. So we understand the two things are a little different. But that's it. There's no real conflict, I don't think. So anyway, but this advice, he's giving me this advice when I'm clearly not exactly by nature or by behavior a very good feminist. I mean, I do say skanky cunt a lot and bitch and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm terribly insensitive in a lot of ways. But when forced to talk facts, yeah, I'm honest. Yeah. Yeah. And I recognize that my any emotionally little petty bullshit I have about the women in my life or what women have done to me really doesn't have anything to do with facts. It just has to do with my personal experience. And that's really not applicable to the entire universe of women at all. So there, have I been patronizing enough? Yes, have I? Arr, should have done a pirate voice. Arr. Or maybe an Italian. Should have done an early in Italia. But whatever, doesn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, Fake Sagan's just, you know, getting back on the bicycle, trying to get the feel of it. But yeah, okay, so it's not doing very well so far. But we'll see. Maybe he'll come back with something. You know, banging. Yeah, maybe. I'm tending to doubt it. So anyway, there. So whatever. Thanks for the advice. There, I'll say, oh, thank you so much. I really needed to understand something more about whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I really don't. I really don't. I mean, if all I wanted was one-night stands, I could have those. I just don't want those. Because I know it's not practical. and I don't want to be married, and I don't want to be obligated. So, and the good news is, I'm okay. I mean, I know how to make it work all on its own. I mean, a woman can be fun. Don't get me wrong. Vaginas are nice and all that stuff, but I don't have to have one to have a good time. Just don't. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not helpful, but I just wish they were. I wish there was like really nice robotic vaginas, so you didn't have to go get involved with anybody, you know. And so, because yeah, I really don't want the get involved thing, because I just don't. I got so much to do, and I just don't need buying chocolates and greeting cards. Oh, honey, or yeah, oh no, you don't look fat, and oh yeah. I mean, I really don't want to do all that crap. I really don't want to do all this role-playing bullshit. Fuck that. So there, I'm just letting you know. I really did. I don't know why you have this impression that I need the advice, but whatever, fine. You know, maybe I'll give you advice on something. You know, some unnecessary advice about something you don't really have a problem with. I mean, you could use some lessons in, you know, proper gun care or something. Something like that. Because, yes, you are just terribly sloppy. But anyway, till next time. Such. That's all. I just thought I'd take care of that, because it was just sitting there bugging me a little bit. I mean, it wasn't bugging me. It was just sitting there saying, oh, it's fake Sagan, you know, and I just was hoping it would be a little more, you know, something more, but it's just kind of a silly subject, you know, a silly premise, that there is such a thing as women, as a definable thing, just as I don't think there really is such a thing as a male, as a definable thing in any meaningful way. They're just too variant. Too many different kinds of them to be bothered with this all men are bullshit. Okay. So now I'm done. So till the next time, and such, and so forth and whatnot. Hopefully the camera's still working.